everybody. How's everyone doing today? Just gonna wait for the people to join. Hey, Saguaro. Just give me one moment, I need to do something. Okay. So, how have you been, Saguaro? Yeah, that sucks. Almost forgot to do something I promised a friend. You see, lately I've been buying more clothes that, are for my own personal expression. Most of the time I just buy like practical clothes, but as of late I've been buying more stuff that, is to express me. So, yeah, lately I've been doing a lot of shopping at stores I haven't been shopping at before. So, uh, like Hot Topic and a few other ones. But yeah, I promised a friend I'd stream with these gloves I bought at Hot Topic. You can't see them, but they're very fuzzy. Let's see if this hinders the stream in any way whatsoever. I'm watching a dream. A vague dream without any particular significance. Do I like her? I don't know my true feelings, but I can't deny the reality that I'm always concerned about her. Uh, who knows, Saguaro? If I could find something to do a hand cam for, maybe. I like to doodle, but I'm not a very skilled drawer, so maybe if I can find and like a tutorial for drawing and then I spend the stream like learning how to draw, I might do a hand cam then. But then again, these gloves make it decently hard to, like move my hands in precise ways. So it might have to be something that requires less precise motor skills. But I'll see what I can do, Saguaro. As long as you don't abandon me this stream like you have the past two streams. First for pancakes, then for God knows what else in my last one. You really do hate me, don't you? You say that every time, but you're just like everyone else. You only come for the vampire boobies. What a terrible, terrible person you are, Saguaro. Truly, I hate you. Anyways, do I like her? I don't know. It's just that when I was completely lost within myself, she helped me. She wasn't there. I may have just died under the pouring rain. I don't know. That's why I have to ask. Why she is doing this. Why her eyes are so devoid of any emotion. Shiki-sama. I can hear Hisui's voice mingling with the morning light. Shiki-sama, it is time. Please wake up. Her inflectionless voice awakens me. As soon as I wake up, terrible things enter my vision. I get a headache, like I was just shot in the head. Ah, I almost lose my awakened consciousness. Before I fade away completely, I quickly grab my glasses. Shigi-sama? Are you not feeling well? No, that's not it. It's just my anemia acting up. Lightly shaking my head, I clear my head of what I was seeing. More than that, good morning, Hisui. Thanks for waking me up. Sitting up in bed, I do my best to smile naturally. No, this is my duty. There is no need for you to thank me, Shiki-sama. Maybe, but I am grateful. You are infinitely better than an alarm clock. I stand up. It's not yet 7 o'clock, about 10 minutes earlier than I usually get up. Breakfast? I'll be there soon, so please go ahead of me. Shiki-sama, about that, Akia-sama is waiting for you in the sitting room. Seems she has some questions for you. Sui says this with some difficulty. Some things she needs to ask? Is she in a bad mood? Yes. Akia-sama seems to have realized that you left late last night, Shigi-sama. Ah. I blurt that out without thinking. Last night I went to look for Arkwit and came home late. Uh-oh. I thought no one noticed. Yes, I also thought that, and I was the only one who noticed. Sui answers solemnly. Sui, you realized I left? Oh. Sui looks very apologetic. I see you knew. No wonder the mansion's entrance was open. Yes. Sui answers reluctantly. Thanks, it was a big help. And thanks for going out of your way to do that. But Nissan realized too because of that. Nissan and I have 2-hour shifts watching the mansion, and she found out about me unlocking the entrance. I see now. Kohaku-san is a Kia servant, so she would have leaked to Akia about last night. Sui, there is no need to apologize. It was my fault that I was walking around at night, so I should take the blame. I'm still very happy that you left the door unlocked. Sui just looks at me. It is nothing. As soon as you change, please go to the sitting room. Still looking like she wants to say something, Kasui exits into the hallway. Dang, I'm going to get scolded by Akia again. I mutter to myself as I change. If I have time for that, there's still something important I have to do instead. Yep, time to confront our senpai. We don't want to do this, but sadly, we have to. That's right, I have to talk to Senpai. I get the headache again. It faded when I talked to Hisui, but as soon as she left, it started hurting again. Oh crap. This doesn't look good. Like it will end soon. Oh, sorry. This doesn't look like it will end soon. I bear the pain as I collapse on the bed. Doesn't ease up. Throb, throb. A pain like I'm being stabbed in the head. It makes me completely forget what I was thinking about earlier. Come to think of it, in the 8 years since that accident, I've always had to deal with my broken body. Dizziness, headaches, and anemia occurred unexpectedly. I can't count how many things I have to give up because of that. The doctor said it was a miracle just surviving it. Just being able to live is a miracle, so putting up with various pains is perhaps necessary. These broken eyes. Sensei, who was able to alleviate these told me to treat that miracle very importantly. Those words. Did she mean that human life is not so much precious as it is not returnable, so I should treat it carefully? These past few days I've seen the deaths of many people. Too easily. Lives ending so easily it's almost comical. It is something that ends so easily, doesn't it mean that it was only worth that much from the beginning? If that's the case, it is meaningless to view life as precious. Huh? Why? Since when? Did you start? Thinking like that. Sigh. The headache finally stops. Maybe I saw too much blood. What a horrible thought. I take a deep breath. Filling my lungs with fresh air, I clear away the unpleasantness. I should hurry up and go to school. I should go and see CL Senpai. And during the slight pain lingering in my head, I leave my room. I go down the stairs and into the lobby. Next to me is the hallway that goes towards the sitting room. In front of me is the front door that leads outside. What should I do? Aki is waiting in the sitting room, but I want to hurry up and see Senpai. Well, I'm probably gonna go to the sitting room, but I'd like to hear everyone's opinions, so what should I do? Hmm. You see, normally I'd listen to you, Saguaro, but you abandoned me my last two streams. So your opinion's invalid. Sorry, them's the rules, buddy. If you want to have an opinion, stay around. Don't abandon me for some pancakes like a floozy. You can't tell it right now, Saguaro, but I'm flipping you off. I hate you, Saguaro. I hate you so much. Just in spite of you, I'm going to the sitting room. But still, I can't ignore Kia and go right to school. I want to find out about Senpai right away, but first I should explain to Akia about last night. Akia is the only one in the sitting room. Kawaka-san is in the kitchen, humming away. Akia doesn't say anything when she sees me and sips her tea quietly. Good morning, Akia. Resisting the urge to go to school like you as naturally as possible. Akia's eyebrow twitches as she places her teacup down and slowly looks at me. Good morning, Nissan. It was quite late when you came home last night, wasn't it? No, not really. It was at most a little past 1 o'clock, quite normal for a healthy young man in high school to be up, right? I see. My bedtime is also past midnight, so I was up at that time. But I would come home much earlier than that. Hey, even I was home earlier, wasn't I? I just had something to do, so I was out for a little bit. Without permission? You acted like you were out doing something you felt guilty over. Your stare is pure ice. This is the second time, and I'm sure even though Akia looks calm, she is quite angry. Nissan? I don't know what went on at the Arima's house, but here the curfew is 8 o'clock. It is a rule that must not be broken. The gate will be locked after that, so please don't climb it like a robber. Oh, you know? The surveillance camera showed me quite clearly. It is a good thing Kawako-san realized it was you and turned off the alarm system, because otherwise you would probably be detained right now, Tonoshiki. Oh, I should thank Kawako-san then. And, Akia, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have kept quiet about it. If you understand, then it is fine. Please make sure you observe your curfew from now on. I will overlook it this time. About that, Akia, what is it? This is a little hard to say. I have something to do tonight, too. I don't know when I will be back, but I'm not going to do anything bad. Her gaze sharpens. Kawaku. She suddenly stands up. Kawaku-san comes in from the kitchen. Yes, what is it, my lady? I'll be going to school. Get the preparations ready. Huh? But I have not yet made Shiki-san's breakfast. You can leave this person alone. Oh my god, she's starving him. It seems he can do everything by himself. Akia strides towards the lobby. Kawaku-san sighs. Shiki-sama, you should not make Akia-sama so upset. You are a big brother, so please treat her better, okay? Saying that, she walks after Akia. The teacup sits still steaming. Sigh, I know it's my own fault, but I won't have any breakfast today. But it is convenient in a way. It is just now 7 o'clock. Saguaro, you're the type of person to abandon nameless orphans. You're the type of person who, if their sister asked them for help, you would just, abandon them. You abandon so many people, Saguaro. You abandoned me. But I'm not like you, Saguaro. I don't abandon people. And when somebody requests me, I meet them. I'm a better person than you, Saguaro. And you better remember that, you terrible, terrible piece of human excrement. I will always be better than you. And that is a fact of life. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. If I run to school now, I should be able to get there about 7:30. I make it to the gate. It's about 7:30. I stand and wait for Senpai by the gate. It probably looks a little strange to the other students walking by, but I don't really care. What happened? Oh, for... 'Cause you are a supervillain, Saguaro. You're a supervillain in my heart. You toy with my emotions, you cruel, cruel monster of a man. This is why you're single, Saguaro. And you've never told me you're single. I just know deep down in my heart of hearts that you're a terrible, terrible person, and no woman or man would ever put up with you. Senpai doesn't show up. The school gate is flooded with students as they arrive. There's only about 5 minutes before the gate closes, but Senpai still does not come. She might not come today. Yesterday I saw all that happen, so she might not come today, or tomorrow, or the day after. Thump. Thinking that, I feel a little faint. I shake my head to clear it of terrible thoughts. And then someone passed me on the shoulder from behind. Dono-kun, what are you doing here? Senpai? Yes. Senpai nods. Really? But yesterday you were... Before I can finish, Senpai puts her hand over my mouth. Tono-kun, not here. Let's go behind the gymnasium. Senpai gives her usual smile as she keeps her hand over my mouth and pulls my arm. I try to tell her to stop, but I can't speak. She forcefully pulls me away. The school bell rings overhead. Hello, Log. How are you doing today? Homeroom has begun. Furthermore, no one else is around. Yes, no one can hear us here. Senpai finally releases me. Jumping back, I face Senpai directly. Well, you see, Log. Look. Well, wait, Log, are you talking about what's happening in the game or what's happening with Saguaro? I'm not being mean to you. I'm treating you exactly like you deserve. And if anyone says otherwise, they're lying. You deserve to be treated like this, Saguaro, and no other way. And if you disagree, you can fight me. Okay. So basically, quick recap of the stories thus far. Shiki, anemic guy, gets caught in the middle of a vampire fight. He beats the vampire, and then he figures out this girl, his senpai, is actually an executioner who kills vampires. And now he's asking her about that. You want to talk about last night, right? If there's anything you want to say, please go ahead, Tono-kun. Senpai speaks calmly, as if what happened last night was not a big deal. But it was a big deal for me. Her attitude right now makes me mad. So that really was you last night, yes. I did say your name back then too, so it's impossible to hide it any longer. I grit my teeth. I didn't expect an apology or anything, but still. But you said that wasn't you. What wasn't? 3 nights ago, I asked if you were the one who helped me that night in the park, and you said it wasn't you. That was a lie. I mean, if you want to get technical, they hypothetically could've, but it wouldn't have been real. if you must know, 2 VODs ago, the main heroine of this game, Arquid, sent a succubus into Shiki's dreams that caused him to dream about one of the heroines. It could either be Arquid herself, this girl CL, or his sister and her servant Kohaku. And I love how blunt she is. That's a lie. Succinctly. Senpai simply says so. A lie, Senpai? I lied for your sake, Tono-kun. I have to steal the mouth of any ordinary person who finds out my true identity. Tono-kun, you don't like pain, right? Senpai says so in an unbelievable... says such an unbelievable thing with a rather bright and cheerful voice. Steal the mouth, to put it simply, dead people can't talk. Dead men tell no tales. I think I put it too simply. I step back without even thinking about it. Senpai sounds like she is only half joking. So I cannot let you go free depending on what you tell me. Tono-kun, just what is your connection with that woman? My heart almost stops as those emotionless eyes stare at me. I thought I would be asking the questions, but our positions have been reversed. But I don't know what Senpai will do if I don't answer, and a chill runs through me. Ah, no, that's not it. About last night, I thought Arquid was the one behind the serial killings, but that couldn't be right, so I went to ask her and tell her all about last night. Senpai listens to it all silently. How I met her accidentally, how she explained to me about the vampire in the city, how I teamed up with her to save the city, and everything up until now. I understand. So you teamed up with her to beat the vampire in the city, right, Tono-kun? Well, yeah, that's how it is. I can't believe it. Tono-kun, do you really believe in vampires? What are you saying, Senpai? Even you're one of the church's excerpts. Senpai puts a finger on my lips. Don't worry about me. Isn't the problem more about you, Tono-kun? Me? I don't have any problems. You have no self-awareness, it seems. Senpai gives a troubled sigh. I have a question. Just how much did she tell you about? How much? Well, only that a vampire in the city is sucking people's blood. So in other words, you don't know about her or this enemy she is after. Well, I haven't heard about it. I see. Then I will tell you about it. Wow, that's amazing. You know about that, Senpai? Well, you know, I am a member of the church, so of course I know that much. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Ha ha ha. I attempt to laugh it off. Jeez. I'm trying to be serious here, so please pay attention. I nod in assent. Huh? But isn't that a secret? Arquid, she said you were all incredibly secretive. Yes, it really isn't something to talk about, but today is special. There isn't anyone watching over us or anything, so as long as you don't tell anyone, then it will be okay. But you see, Log, this game has no censorship. I learned that the hard way 2 streams ago. So if they're going to be blunt, they're going to be blunt. They can do whatever they want. Yeah. It is simultaneously both a blessing and a curse, because you can get the most vile, disgusting story ever with the most graphic of details. But sometimes that vileness turns around and just ruins it, because the author will be more focused on, you know, I did pick Arquid. Last stream there was a very, like, Arquid or CL decision, and I chose Arquid. This route I intend to do Arquid. I think this is just a scene with CL, Saguaro. Okay, we all get it, Saguaro. You're horny for vampires. Let's get this over with. We're burning daylight, people. What will happen if I tell someone else about you, Senpai? Yes? I'll just do exactly what you're thinking of, Tono-kun. Senpai gives that frightening response with a smile. Damn. Direct. Well then, I'll keep it very simple. Tono-kun, how much was explained to you about vampires? About how there are 2 types and how dead apostles are the vampires that suck human blood. but I think I know what kind of monsters they are. That's true. Tono-kun, you did actually defeat a vampire. Haha. But you did help me at the very end, Senpai. Yes, I watched you annihilate Chaos. When I came, Chaos was already dying, though. I'm surprised. Then Senpai knows about my eyes? It was terrible. That woman made you do such a thing. If she had a conceptual weapon to defeat Chaos, she should have used it herself. After seeing your bloody body, I thought I should punish her then and there. You too, Tono-kun. Even if you were given a weapon that can kill vampires, what were you thinking fighting that thing? Does she have a hold over your weakness or something? She looks surprised. Senpai complains aloud. Senpai, what's this weapon that can kill vampires? What do you mean? I'm talking about that knife you have, Tono-kun. Oh, I guess she wouldn't tell you about it. It's not good for her either. Let's see, vampires have the ability to recover from most injuries they receive. Without ordinary outside force, I mean normal weapons. With ordinary outside force, I mean normal weapons. With such things, you cannot cause wounds greater than the speed of their recovery. To kill a vampire, you need an outside force greater than their speed of recovery, or something that nullifies their ability to recover. This ability of theirs, the Curse of Restoration, actually isn't treating the wounds. Instead, it is the reversing of time to restore the damaged body part back to its original state. An occult artifact which nullifies this effect is called a conceptual weapon. Senpai cheerfully says all these things I can't understand too well. In short, a magical weapon. We usually lift their curse looking into their human past, so we do not usually use them. But for those who are not originally human, we use them, kind of like a secret weapon. Your knife. Is it not an anti-vampire weapon she bought? Or is it a family treasure? It would be strange for the Tono family to possess an anti-demon weapon. Senpai ponders aloud. I don't know what she's thinking, but it seems she has no idea about my eyes. Senpai? Where did our conversation about vampires go? With a start, Senpai stops mumbling to herself. She smiles as if to hide her embarrassment. As usual, her personality is hard to understand. Let's get back to the main subject. Please listen carefully, Tono-kun. Yes, please keep it short. It seems you already know about how there are true ancestors in the dead apostles. So it is very simple. The enemy she after is a dead apostle nicknamed the Serpent. Among the dead apostles, he is considered a heretic, a special vampire. This vampire is not as strong as Chaos, whom you defeated, but he is more difficult an opponent to eliminate than this Chaos in a way, since he comes back to life even after he dies. Senpai, vampires are immortal, so isn't it natural for them to come back to life after dying? You eliminate Chaos, right? Even if they are vampires, if you destroy their body and soul, they will be vanquished. If you kill a vampire, they will die. But the Serpent is a vampire who has conquered even this. Tono-kun, are you familiar with the cycle of reincarnation? It is a part of Buddhist doctrine, so I would think a Japanese would be quite familiar with it. Yeah? It's that thing where when someone dies, they are reborn again as another human. Yes, exactly. In other words, the vampire named the Serpent has made this cycle of reincarnation his own. That's what I mean when I say he comes back to life even after he is killed. Reincarnation, you mean if he dies he will start over again as a baby? Yes. While the Serpent is alive, he chooses his next host, and when it is born he transmits all of the information of his self. The Serpent's information stays deep within the baby until it matures, or until it gains sufficient intelligence. As soon as the baby has the intelligence to succeed itself, the baby becomes a new vampire that is the Serpent. What is Flub Street? You've confused me, Log. What is this Flub Street you talk about? Wait a minute, what's that? Don't tell me that he does surgery on it while it's in its mother or something like that. No, it's not anything medical, because the instant his body is destroyed, he reincarnates into the body he chooses as his next host. I said all of his information are here, but to say it simpler, think of it as his soul. Well, we've got time, Log, so please regale us. Enlighten us with the mystery of Flub Street. It wouldn't be quite correct to say his soul propagates through the air and takes over someone's body, but it's similar to an electromagnetic wave. In this case, the human brain is what does the transmitting and the receiving. His exceptional point is that he took this soul, which is incalculable and something that disperses as soon as it leaves the envelope of the body, and process it as something that could be transmitted. Her words don't seem quite real. I do understand what she is saying. This serpent guy is reborn as a baby when he dies, and this baby turns into this serpent vampire when it becomes an adult, but if I believe your story, it means that he will never die. It's not immortality, but it's worse than that. Being killed and reborn as someone else. That's like living forever. Yes, exactly. It was 800 years ago when the serpent first became a dead apostle. Since then, the serpent has been reborn 17 times. Every time Arkwood Brunston has killed him. Arkwood did? Yes. To her, the serpent is a special vampire. Well, the serpent has a special meaning to me as well. But even if he dies, he will just be reborn, right? So killing him over and over is pointless, isn't it? Yes. He is killed by her, reincarnates, and is killed by her again. That cycle has repeated itself over and over. If Arkwood had the power to kill not the body but the meaning, then this probably would not be happening. Senpai looks down a little and she seems to be gritting her teeth. I don't know why. However, it seems that Senpai also has some grudge against the enemy like Arkwood does. A vampire that is reborn every time it is killed. That's Arkwood and Senpai's enemy. Senpai, the serpent guy, what kind of guy is he? He was originally a man, but that can change depending on the body he reincarnates into. The troublesome part of this dead apostle is that they are all hard to find. Because he is probably born as a human baby and has parents. The serpent transforms into a vampire only when he reaches the age where he can do everything at a satisfactory level. Until then, that human shows no hint of being a vampire. But once the serpent awakens, he uses the relationships he gained until that time to blend perfectly into society. I heard the church detects the serpent's presence usually after a whole town is turned into the dead. I see. For example, if this serpent guy were reincarnated into me, he would live as Tonoshiki even after he becomes the serpent. Unless he makes a big mistake, he would be free to suck blood without people realizing it. That is, scary. Of course, those around him are in danger too. But that human who he reincarnates into, he would just disappear after maturing, right? One moment that person is living normally, and the next moment he suddenly turns into the serpent. That's very frightening. Yes, but it isn't like two people sharing one body. The human baby is still the serpent. Depending on its environment, it's either a good or a bad person. But even that disappears the instant the serpent awakens. To sum it up, once the serpent dies, he is reborn into the next body, and once the body gains intelligence, it gains the previous life's self and becomes a vampire. That's strange. Even if he did reincarnate, that baby is still human, so even if it does gain the self of a previous life, the body shouldn't turn into a vampire, right? Reincarnation isn't the transmitting of personality, it is the transmission of a soul. So the personality differs every time depending on their families and upbringings. But the soul itself does not change. Once bitten by a true ancestor, not only is the body forever soiled, but the soul as well. What changes the body is the soul. The serpent transmits all his information called his soul, so when the serpent awakens, the body becomes one of a vampire. But, as you said, just that is too weak. So he selects his next host while he is alive. The family he is born into must meet two conditions, the first being one of wealth. Being born into a family of high social standing, property, and money makes it easier to make the whole town into vampires later on. And there is another, this is the important one, but amongst normal people like us, there are also people that carry special powers. Not like magic, which is a mystical power that can be learned, but rather special abilities from birth. Such people are normally called demonic children, or psychics. These special abilities are genetic, so they are inherited, passed on by blood. He chooses those families that have something not human in their lineage, a family with wealth and influence and inhuman power. Those are the requirements for his hosts. This serpent vampire, he seems to be quite prepared. Yes, since he is a serpent, he has a very slithering intellect. There's something about this story I don't like. Tono-kun? That was just a joke, but are you listening? Eh? Ah yes, it wasn't very funny. Senpai goes quiet. But I really don't feel like laughing right now. Why do I suddenly feel so down? But I understand now. That's our enemy, right, Senpai? No. Arkwood Brunstad and my enemy. There is no need for you to worry about the serpent, Tonokun. So please don't go with Arkwood any longer. Either I or that woman will destroy him. There is no need for you to face any danger. Danger. Look, isn't just living in this city dangerous enough? Even you, even Arkwood, is fighting to protect this city. So I can't overlook this either. No. She isn't thinking about the city. She's only after the serpent for her own reasons. Tonokun. The dead apostles were once human. There are two ways for them to become vampires. Either they would have their blood sucked by the true ancestors who were originally born as vampires, or they'd change their immortal bodies through their magical research in their quest for immortality. The serpent had his blood sucked by a true ancestor to become a dead apostle. Do you understand? The serpent was a victim of the true ancestors, a race beyond ours. Senpai stares at me, those emotionless eyes tell me what she is going to say next. Don't tell me that true ancestor was Arkwood Brunstad, the royalty of the true ancestors, who made her only mistake 800 years ago. She is the only one who made the serpent. She is the one who made the serpent. From the very beginning, the true ancestors were in existence far separated from ours. The dead apostles certainly are vampires that wield immense ability, but that ability is only an extension of human capacity. Because they have managed to attain a long life, they are able to develop their abilities and manage to refine it to those super abilities as a result. In other words, anyone can develop abilities equal to the vampires if they have a long time. Yeah, I think I've read that somewhere. They say immortality, but being a vampire isn't something that great. But the true ancestors are different. From the moment they are born, they possess a power beyond human comprehension. From the beginning, these true ancestors are in existence closer to the world than humans. We humans have flourished this much by isolating ourselves from nature. While we receive blessings from nature, we steal from it, and even if nature is destroyed, we will not be destroyed. We became the most superior race on this planet, probably because of this one sin only we humans carry. We can no longer be a part of nature. In its place, we have gained ways to even destroy nature, this whole planet. However, from the nature's perspective, this is evil. The world itself is a form of life, so it has will to protect itself from us. But it does not have senses, so it creates a presence, separated from nature like us, to remonstrate us. Senpai is weird. Nature doesn't have a will of its own. Dude, you're fighting vampires. You fought a dude who can turn himself into dogs. You think nature being sentient is weird? Wait till you learn about all the other weird stuff that happens in the Type Moon universe. Yeah, I can't. But can it be that we just can't feel it? Nature, the earth, possesses a will. That's why it still exists and tries to stay beautiful. I'm sorry, I just can't do it with these gloves anymore. They're way too hot. I love them, but... Okay. Where were we? Right. The problem isn't that we can't feel it. It's that the standard of what nature thinks is beautiful and the standards of what humans believe is beautiful are the same. An existence which the world creates to sense for it. These are what we usually call spirits. They are a transcendental species existing on another plane different from the remaining spirits of animals in the present world. The true answers are one type of these spirits. They are born with the purpose to punish humans. They only see humans as evil. Much as we think vampires who prey upon humans are evil, they view humans who prey upon nature as evil. But that's funny. Then why can't they exist unless they feed on us humans, the evil existence? Humans are only enemies to the true ancestors. As part of nature, no, as those whose power is linked to nature itself, their power has no limits. In the long history of the church, there are only a few records of fighting against the true ancestors. They get their powers from the world itself. Therefore, in order to kill them, a conceptual weapon with the power to kill the world is needed. Of course, such a weapon does not exist. So that means their death cannot be caused by external factors. That night, she said in that hotel that if I had tried to kill her during nighttime, these eyes would not even have been able to see her death. In other words, it means she cannot die. Do you understand, Tonokun? Arkwood Brunson is pursuing the serpent in order to recover the power he took away from her. It's not for the sake of any humans. I don't know why she is weakened now, but if she regains her power, she will not need your help, Tonokun. When that happens, do you think she will let you leave safely? Of course she would, because she doesn't have any reason to hurt me. She is a vampire. She isn't like the dead apostles who suck blood in order to prolong their own life. Look, Tonokun. If the true ancestors didn't suck human blood, vampires would never exist in the first place. They can survive without sucking human blood, but they still do suck blood because they have the urge to do so, and make humans into an existence outside of human nature. I can't let some ordinary person like you be with her. Senpai's talk ends like that. It might be because of my dizziness, but it seems like everything she's talking about is totally unrelated to me. Tonokun, does that show you how dangerous she is? Yeah, well, I get the gist. So please, don't cooperate with her anymore, okay? I can't do that. I can't consent to what Senpai is saying, because Senpai doesn't know Arkwood. She doesn't know how good of a person she is. Tonokun, Senpai groans. But even if she makes that face, I can't lie to myself. Sorry, Senpai. I also have my reasons, so I want to help her. It's true that I don't know what she'll do if I turn against her, but it's also true that I can't just leave her alone. Please don't say stupid things. Tonokun, you're just a normal boy, so you shouldn't do such dangerous things. Yeah, I'm grateful for your concern, but there are some things that I want to protect if I can, such as the city, my peaceful time with you at school, Senpai. Well, even though you ended up protecting me. But it's just too dangerous. You were nearly dead when you fought with Chaos. Isn't that alright? Besides, if Arkwood is really that strong, shouldn't defeating the serpent vampire be simple? I'm telling you that she is the dangerous one. Please open your eyes already. Hello, Skydam. How are you doing? Nothing much. We're just fighting with our senpai over here. Because Shiki is very, very suicidal. That's nice. I had a pretty decent day as well. Went to the mall, shopped at Hot Topic, and I got these cute gloves. Sadly, I think we're doing Arkwood's route. I'm not completely sure because I haven't looked at a guide, so I might accidentally go down Ciel's route. Like I said, I don't know. She isn't. Am I now? Well, shucks. Well, I guess we're doing this route then. She isn't human. You don't know when she'll suck blood. She is more a monster than dead apostles. Do you mean after fighting Chaos? What? I know. I know that Senpai is really worried about me. But I can't allow those words. Just stop, Senpai. She isn't a monster. You shouldn't say those things when you haven't even talked to her. That is true, but she is a vampire. Please understand that. No, that's wrong. Look, Senpai, Arkwood doesn't suck blood. She told me herself, and I don't think she is lying. I don't know how these other true ancestors are, but Arkwood is different. Just her. She is different. Wait, did I accidentally say different? Sorry, I meant to say definitely. Definitely what? If you're talking about the fight after Chaos. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he stayed at Ciel's apartment after he killed Arkwood. That's when he saw the tattoos. Oh. So we were in CL's route long before we even thought about it. Well, okay. Could be worse. We'll just do Arquid's route on the turnaround when I replay this game. Though I'm probably gonna do her route second to last. Well, I actually want to do one of the far route sides. Or whatever the routes that are like after you finish the game once. I want to do one of those first, and then I'll probably do Arquid, the girl I'm missing, and then the final route. I'm a little ashamed to say, but the only reason I'm actually playing the OG Tsukihime is because I am a very poor person at this moment. For reasons I will not admit, I didn't want to shovel out money to pay for the new version, and I found this version online free, so when I'm in a better financial situation, I'll probably buy the new Tsukihime and play it. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this. Like, what do I have in terms of games, or like in terms of money? Uh, I have a PC. That's how I stream. Though, at the moment, I currently live with some family members, so I do have access to both of those. Definitely. Even if she isn't dangerous, it's dangerous enough for you to fight. You can't recover from injuries like she can. If you get wounded, you will die. But I can't forgive if she knows this and still lets you fight. It's like she's just seeing you as a tool, Tonokun. Senpai screams this last part. I know. I understand she is right. But because I understand, her voice annoys me. Shut up, Tonokun. Just shut up, Senpai. Arquid doesn't see me as a tool at all. You don't know. You don't know anything about her. You just think she's some sort of monster. So you have no right to say any of that. Please calm down. I know I don't know very much about her. There is a possibility that she could be deceiving you. Shut up. Weren't you the one deceiving me? Ah. Oh crap. Why did I say that terrible thing? Senpai, I said too much, but I can't say it. Her expression looks very fragile, and it looks like it's going to break down the moment I say something. You're right, you know. You're right now that you mention it. Senpai? Yes, that's right. I've been deceiving you, Tonokun, so there's no reason for you to believe me. She suddenly smiles as if her previous expression never existed. There's no trace of it being faked, even though it has to be fake. I can't see anything but a true smile. I apologize for taking your time. Then I'll just disappear now. Eh? The wind rushes by. In that very instant, CL Senpai disappears from right before my eyes. Wait, were you wrong about this being that scene, or were you wrong about this being CL's route? It's now lunchtime. The room gets loud, and my louder friend appears. My favorite character. Let's go. Tonu, where are you eating today? Wherever. I don't care if it's here or the cafeteria. Already? Then let's have some bread. If we're here, Senpai might come. Okay. So we're still on CL's route. I'll go buy some bread. Any requests? As long as it's not curry bread, then anything's fine. Oh, and some milk. Roger. Such a good friend. Arihiko, my favorite character. Never change. Arihiko walks out of the classroom happily. Here you go, 2 curry bread and some milk. Thanks for waiting. I don't have anything but curry bread, but I guess that had the opposite effect. Well, friends joke with one another. I thank him and toss him some money. I start to chew on my curry bread. Hey Tono, did Senpai come? I shake my head no. Damn. Maybe she's in the cafeteria today. Ariko, she won't come anymore. What? Did you get in a fight with her? That's not it. But she doesn't like me anymore. I'm sorry, Arihiko. If you see her, tell her I'm sorry. I really do feel it now that I mention it. I hurt her badly. She won't come to see me ever again. What's this, Tono? Are you telling me sorry for asking her out without asking me? If that was the case, it'd be much better. Yeah, if it was sorry or goodbye, there would be some hope left. Certainly, I think that was a pretty bad thing to say. But I'll just disappear. That's too much, right, Arihiko? I say this and put my head down on my desk. Classes are over. It's a Wednesday, so the rest of my classmates run out of this room as soon as class ends. It's a Wednesday like any other, but I don't feel like doing anything. Even if I went to the tea ceremony room, CL Senpai probably wouldn't be there. As lifeless as the dead, I go back to the mansion. Well, you should at least look, man. Welcome back, Shiki-sama. Hisui grants me as soon as I get back to the mansion. Even though Hisui was waiting for me this whole time, I can't even bring myself to greet her, and I make my way to my room. Shiki-sama, sometimes I love you, but sometimes I really, really don't like you. Like moments like this, where you're just kind of an asshole. After dinner, I return to my room. There's still little time before I'm supposed to meet Arquid. Please don't say stupid things. Tenokun, you're just a normal boy, so you shouldn't do such dangerous things. Senpai was just worrying about me. In the end, is it just that I chose Arquid over Senpai? Why don't you understand your own feelings, Shiki? I ask my reflection in the window glass. My light headache returns. Recently, I've been having more headaches. Up until now, the effects of my anemia have only been dizziness. It probably changed to these headaches because I've started taking off my glasses and seeing death. It's time. It's time I prom. It's the time I promised to meet Arquid. No matter what Senpai said, I have to keep a promise I made. Putting my knife in my pocket, I exit my room. I go outside. There were never many people around the mansion to begin with, but because of all these serial killings, it is unnaturally quiet. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, but the emptiness makes it feel more like past 1 o'clock. Sigh. It is well into October and the wind is starting to blow colder. Fall is nearly over as well. I walk down the empty street holding these sentimental thoughts. Ooh, I'll take your word for it, Skydam. I make my way around the mansion wall, past here and down the hill is the park where Arquid is waiting, and then I see a black figure leaning on the mansion wall. A woman clothed in black stands not to block my way, but just to watch me go by. Where are you going this late at night? Senpai doesn't even look at my face as she says this without the slightest inflection in her voice. Senpai? I freeze dead in my tracks. I can't look at her face either. I feel uneasy about what happened this morning, so I can't bring myself to directly look at her. Even after I said all that, you're still going to see her, Tono-kun? It can't be helped. I can't leave her alone, and I can't ignore the vampire in the city either. I see. You've got a point there. She closes her mouth. I pass her figure on the wall. Sorry, Senpai, about a lot of things. Please don't worry. You weren't mistaken. I hear her voice behind me. It doesn't seem like she intends to stop me from seeing Arquid at all. Guess Senpai has completely given up on me. Well then, I'll be going. Yes, please do as you like, Tono-kun. I can still only hear her voice. Yet I walk away from the mansion without even turning around. Tap, 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 tap. The footsteps echo in the night along the residential street. Tap, 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 tap. Sorry for that, family member. Tap, 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 tap. The footsteps echo in the night along the residential street. They aren't the footsteps of a heavy man, but of a much lighter body. In addition, I'm wearing sneakers, so they don't make such sounds. For example, shoes like high-laced boots. Actually, I don't even need to give an example. I stop. The footsteps cease at the same time. This isn't any good. If I just ignore her like this, we'll reach the park soon. I should go out and say it. I turn around. Hey, Senpai? Yes? Is your house this way? No, it's in the complete opposite direction. You went there once, Tonokun. Did you forget already? No, I remember. I just didn't have that much confidence in my memory. You should, because my house is that way. Oh, that's right, I say with a smile. Yes, it is, she says, returning my smile. Well then, I'm going this way. Yes, please do as you wish, Tonokun. Still smiling, she seems to be seeing me off, but for some reason I have an incredibly bad feeling about this. I suck in a deep breath. What's wrong, aren't you going? Senpai asks. In that instant, I dash down the street. I started to pant heavily, this far. Running full strength this far, she couldn't... Tonokun going wild like that is dangerous, you know. A hand pats my shoulder from behind. Ugh! I instinctively jump back. Senpai stands behind me as if it was perfectly natural to do so. Why are you following me, Senpai? Well, I feel uneasy leaving you by yourself. She speaks very matter-of-factly. I don't even know how to respond. I don't know, but... Well, opinions, everybody. Should I say it bluntly or say it calmly? I'm tempted to do it calmly, but... So, one for blunt, one for calm. But you see, Saguaro said blunt, so I'm gonna go with what Skydam says. Because of... Wait a minute. Senpai, didn't you say I can do as I wish? Yes, please do as you wish, Jonokun. Senpai nods and smiles. Good, I wasn't just imagining it. Then this is goodbye. You shouldn't be following me anymore. Huh? I'm not really following you or anything. Senpai? I simply have something to do in the park. I don't know where you are going, Tonokun, but if you're not going to the park, then this is where we say goodbye. I see. Certainly, I don't really have the right to say anything about that. I don't have the right, but... Look, just don't go. Arquid is in the park. You know how she detests you, right? So I can't let the two of you meet. Oh? Are you worried about me? Of course, I don't want to see the two of you fight. I'm begging, please just go back. Oh? I see, you're not worried about me, but you're worried about her, right? Looking off in the distance, she completely ignores what I say. For some reason, it seems she's doing all this intentionally because she enjoys teasing Senpai. Don't tell me you're still carrying a grudge from this morning. She just smiles and doesn't say anything. She's angry. The face is unmistakably carrying a grudge. I get it. Everything this morning was completely my fault. I'm sorry. So, if you're telling me to go back because of that, I'll beat you down, Tonokun. Huh? Tonokun. We're still fighting right now. It seems I'm still angry, so it isn't easy to just talk calmly. Senpai, if you went back, we could make up, but I know that's impossible. So this conversation is meaningless. There is no need for you to apologize. I'm not concerned with what happened this morning. She looks at me with those eyes devoid of any emotion. My duty is to hunt down vampires. Anything else is trivial. Aw. Senpai walks into the park. Hey, Senpai. She crosses through the park. As expected, she's heading right towards where Arquid is waiting. Wait a minute. Why are you so angry, Senpai? I'm not angry. How about yourself? If you come with me, won't she misunderstand things? Misunderstand? Misunderstand what? Don't you like her? Then I don't think you should be with me. Someone who is her enemy. It's not like I like her. Baka. I can't say for sure, though. I don't know for sure what I truly feel, but I'm sure I am attracted to her. You really can't lie even to yourself, can you? I think you are far too honest. For a brief instant, her mouth reveals a sigh. But it really is better if we separate here. We are no longer friends, and if Arcot were to see us, what would happen, CL? We both turn around towards the works behind us. There we see Arcot, who seems to be in a particularly bad mood. How surprising. I came because I heard Shiki's voice and I find you here. Didn't we already share our information yesterday? I don't believe you have anything to do with me anymore. Yes, I don't have anything to do with you anymore. I was just pointed things out to him. Oh really? You intend on stealing my partner? That sounds good too. I still owe you from that one injury you gave me. Catfight. The situation is critical between the two of them. As the one standing between them, I can't just watch. Looking at this problem, our relative locations are Senpai, me, then Arcot. And if the two of them fight, I would be right in the middle of it. You two, why are you glaring at each other? Your role is the same, so calm down and... Be quiet, Shiki. Please be quiet, Tono-kun. I failed. I tried to talk to them, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Fine. Shiki seems to care for you, so I will let you go. I won't attack you, so just disappear. That's surprising. Is he that important to you? I don't think Arcot Brunstad could be concerned with anything other than killing vampires. For you, controlling humans comes easily. It would be better for you to just make him your servant if you want to help Arcot. Why haven't you done that? Don't joke about such things. Shiki is my partner. Even if I don't do that, he still says he will help me. Arcot looks away uneasily. That murderous intent seems to have disappeared. Yes, that is the situation as of current Skyrim. It is a situation men such as us will never see in reality, and will only appear in the realm of fantasy. Arcot, don't tell me you really want to suck his bleep. People in the deaf community who watch my videos will never know what that word is, so they can fill it in with their imagination. Cling. From Sentai's direction I hear the sound of solid metal. I see. I was surprised you were interested in humans, but that does not really matter. If you desire the blood of humans, then there is only one thing to do. Cling. The sound springs forth from her hand. Numerous swords like long nails are there. Hey, Senpai. Tono-kun, please back away. Just now I have confirmed that she truly is a vampire. Even if she is a true answer that cooperates with the church, once she desires blood, she becomes our enemy. Before any victims appear, I will terminate her here. You really do speak nonsense when people do not answer you, CL. Very well. If you want to die, then I will grant your wish and kill you. It's not often I get to kill the same person twice. Her eyes flare with the intent to kill. Senpai receives the Arcot's stare. In her frightening stance, swords at the ready. Freezing. The air feels like it's freezing, and I can hardly breathe. This isn't good. They really will kill each other like this. Wait, you two, please. I said to calm down. Ignoring the tension in the air, I yell out. For an instant, they both stop. After that, the sound of 2 feet kicking the earth. My shout must have triggered the start. The white and black figures crash into each other as if they were two magnets of opposite polarity. The fight between the two of them is beyond me. Arcot's body movement isn't something I can track with my eyes. All I can see is a white blur running through the night. What's surprising is that Senpai does not even back off seeing Arcot's speed. It's not like Senpai moves with Arcot's amazing speed, but she accurately deflects Arcot's blazing attacks while standing on the ground. As a third person looking on, their strengths are equal. However, just like Senpai said, Arcot's power seems limitless. No matter how amazing Senpai is, her power is not something that goes beyond a certain point. In contrast, Arcot seems limitless. In the beginning, Senpai was overwhelming her, but Arcot matches her quickly and is now easily surpassing her powers. The fight is quickly decided. Senpai's body flies lightly on the air and strikes the ground rolling like a piece of trash. Gah! Senpai lets out a cry and stands up. That is a useless thing to do. Senpai's body seems to be shot by an invisible cannon and flies into the air once more and hits the ground. She lies there, not moving. Blood flows along the parched brick pathway. Senpai? There's no response. She seems unconscious. Ark runs towards her without any mercy, with terrible eyes seemingly bent on slicing Senpai's neck. Ah, I can't speak. There can be no mistake that Arkwood intends to kill her, and Senpai can't defend herself. I can't allow that. Stop it, you stupid idiot. I frantically run towards Senpai. Arkwood suddenly stops in front of her. Shiki! Arkwood merges into and instantly vanishes and returns to her original look. She seems completely taken aback that I was protecting Senpai. Why? How come you're protecting her? Didn't I say it earlier? Senpai is a very dear person to me. Even if it's you, I won't allow you to go on. I end the grip on the knife in my pocket and glare at Arkwood. Shiki, you. Her eyes are bathed again with hostility. Step aside and I'll forgive you this time. Now, stop defending her and don't wield that knife against me. Her crimson eyes waver like burning candles. Her intent to kill is about to be directed towards me instead of Senpai. I gulp. My mind is warning me that it's over if I don't step aside at once. But even still, I can't. I won't pull back until you say you won't do anything to Senpai. Step aside, Shiki. No, you step aside, Arkwood. Didn't you tell me that you don't kill humans? Or was that just a lie? No, I don't kill humans, but I honor those who surpass human capacity. So I don't mind killing them as something that is my equal, such as you or that woman right there. A step. Arkwood comes closer. I see. You're wielding that knife against me again. Another step. She draws closer. I forgave you the first time, but I don't think I can forgive you the second time. In the first place, I don't think I can be hurt with your knife. Even with your mystic eyes of death perception, you shouldn't be able to see my death right now. From directly in front of me, her golden eyes enter my vision. Ah, my heart feels like it stopped. A chill races up my spine. This crushing despair that feels like everything is bearing down on me is far greater than anything during my fight with Nero. I can't do anything. This is what it means to fight Arkwood? Shiki, this is your last chance. While I can still think, get back. I don't want to lose the first person I've liked just because of that woman. The chills collect in my neck. Arkwood is in the perfect position to kill me. If that arm moves, she can rip off my neck before I could use my knife. Even still, this is wrong. Why? I just don't understand, Arkwood. Why are you such a horrible person only to Senpai? I know you're not the most aware of moral principles, but you're not one to speak about killing people so easily. Shiki. Arkwood's hostility starts to lessen. She walks away from the both of us. I see. If you support her this much, then I don't know you. Arkwood? Just be careful, Shiki. That woman you are protecting, she isn't the person you think she is. What are you saying? You can be tricked and get your blood sucked by her. So long. Don't come crying back to me. Arkwood walks away without even looking back. The only ones left are me and the wounded collapsed Senpai. What was she? Saying such stupid things. Senpai would suck my blood? What a ridiculous lie. That sounds like Senpai is a vampire or something. Saying that, I laugh aloud. Because that is impossible. Senpai walks around during the day. Well, Arkwood is a vampire that walks around at daylight, but even she gets weak then. But for Senpai, she doesn't change whether it's day or night. First of all, isn't Senpai a member of the church? It's contradicting for a vampire to be in an organization whose purpose is to terminate vampires. More importantly, Senpai. I turn around to check on Sen. The ground is soaked in blood, so I have to get her to a hospital. The blood has disappeared. Black roses that were painted red with flowing blood are now spotless. Senpai stands up as if nothing even happened since she looks completely unharmed. Senpai, what is going on? Tono-kun, why did you protect me? Didn't you know she really almost killed you? Her eyes have no emotion whatsoever. With those vacant eyes, like a lifeless doll, she doesn't even hear my question. You ask why? Because you were going to die. Anyone would do the same thing in that situation, even if it means getting yourself killed. Tono-kun, dedication isn't throwing away your life. Giving up your life to save others isn't dedication or sacrifice, it's just self-love. Why did you? Her voice is very stern. She admonished me severely. You only think that you would not regret it later, and you are satisfied with just that. To be blunt, it is very troublesome for me. Idealism is a fine thing, but please don't involve me in your selfish justice. What do you mean? I just didn't want you to die, Senpai. Are you saying that's troublesome? Are you saying it would be alright if Arkwood killed you like that? Yes. It is my life, so it has nothing to do with you. It's too miserable being allowed to live because of the mercy of a vampire. I'm pissed. Partly because she rejected me even after I protected her. But more than that, don't be ridiculous. What do you think your life is? Don't you see? If you die, it's all over, no matter what horrible, awful things you've done. If you don't keep on living, it would have all been a lie. You have to keep on living. You have to keep on living because there's nothing else. So what if you're miserable? That's far, far better than not being able to feel that at all. That's right. You are someone who's tasted death 8 years ago. That's why you can be content with such a simple way of thinking. Her eyes are completely vacant. She speaks without looking at me, like she can't even see herself. How happy you must be. I cannot say such words. She steps back as she speaks. Tonokun. What she said before is true. Why are you even saying? Like I said, I cannot be called human. Didn't you see it, Tonokun? All the blood which was spilled disappeared like it was never there. It's fine. I am a monster. I am not a vampire, but my body. It isn't like that of a normal human. Senpai looks down as she speaks. What are you saying, Senpai? Not a body like a human's? You seem normal to me, even if it's like this. Senpai slowly takes her sword and places it against her neck. Senpai, I don't even have time to stop her. With a clean slice, it slices into her neck. Splat. As if painting my very eyes, fresh blood sprays everywhere. Drip. Drip, drip. Drip, drip. Drip, drip. Drip. It's beautiful. Captivating my vision. Even my whole consciousness, the blood seeps into her black garments. Underneath her robe, Senpai's white skin is probably mixing with those beautiful crimson lines. A drop of blood flies forth and lands on my finger. It releases me from my momentary captivity and returns me to reality. Before me is Senpai's blood-soaked figure. Senpai. I quickly dash towards her. There is no need to panic. See, look at this. She stops me and points to her neck. The wound is already gone, and all the blood that was there before has vanished too. Like a video being around, everything returned the way it was before. That was strange, and something like the word reround truly describes it. Not healing or regeneration. I can't speak. After seeing that, I'm not crazy enough to tell her that she is still normal. That's how it is. So I assume she has the curse of restoration like all the other vampires. If I couldn't help it, I didn't want for you to know, Tonokun. Senpai gives a sad smile. I don't know what to say, just like you said, Tonokun. I was deceiving you this whole time, so it can't be helped if you get angry at me. Ah. But I can't blame her, something like that. Even I wanted her to hide it from me forever. I wanted her to stay like the old Senpai. But I do not regret what happened this morning. I was really happy that you said it was a fun time together, and that you wanted to protect me if you could. Senpai? But those were really peaceful times I wanted to last forever. Farewell. To the very end, she gives her perpetual smile and disappears before my very eyes. My mind is in complete disarray. I can't follow after her. Margaret said that Senpai was a vampire. Senpai didn't deny it, even showed me proof. And after saying farewell, she vanished. Even if it was a lie. Even if it was a lie that could easily be seen through. If she simply said it wasn't those, things would have been fine. I can't forget her sad face. Senpai, who was that good of a person, just an upperclassman at my school. I didn't want to know she was such a different person. Farewell. Her last words. There was no need to think about what it meant. I knew about her, and I even hurt her, but still, she came to see me. But that's all over. I don't want to believe it. That I'll never see her again. No, this isn't happening. My head doesn't seem to be working. It's just in shock. It's so shocked that it can't tell why it's in shock. I leave the park with my uncertain memories and faltering steps. Throb. 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 Is it gonna be Throb? No. Good night, Skydam. I hope you have a lovely night. Hopefully you do well at work, Skydam. I'm incredibly exhausted. This headache is killing me. More than anything else, without thinking about Senpai or Orchid or anything at all, I just want to go to sleep. Well, anyways, that seems to be the end of the day. Yeah, well, anyways, I was probably gonna cut it off there anyway. It's the end of the day. God, it feels good to stretch after sitting down for a solid hour and a half. Well, anyways, about what you said, Saguaro. Uh, yeah, that is pretty much what happened. But you see, Saguaro, this is a visual novel. Things happen. Coincidences happen that will never happen in real life. So, eventually we will be reunited with our favorite two heroines. Anyways, I've gotta go as well, so wherever you are, whenever you are, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Eh, Uh, love you guys. Bye bye.